It seems every casino streamer is playing Plinko right now, so let's talk about Plinko gambling, especially about what are the best sites to play Plinko, how to get the best bonuses, what are the odds of winning at Plinko, what strategies to use to win, and how to check if the bet you've made was fair. Let's start with the best sites to use. There are 3 or 4 maybe that I regularly play at. One of them is Stake, 99% RTP, Provably Fair, very smooth. You can control the risk and rows that you're betting on. The second is BC Game, very similar setup to Stake, a few more options that we're going to talk about later on when we're talking about betting strategies. The third is Coins Game, lower limits than the previous 2 sites, but a lot of free spins, a lot of free stuff, good gamification. You can't control the number of rows, but you can control the risk level. It's all in one screen. You just choose the risk by choosing the different color of the button. So green is low risk, orange is medium, and red is super high risk. Then the fourth site that I would recommend, mostly for fiat players, if you don't want to deal with cryptocurrency. They have a good buy crypto options where you can use Visa, MasterCard, credit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and so on. But they do not have original Provably Fair Plinko like the last 3 sites I mentioned. They do have, however, Plinko from different third-party providers like B-Gaming, SmartSoft, Bellatra, K-Gaming, and so on. The downside of these games is that the RTP is usually a bit lower, so it's 96-97%. Most of them are still provably fair, so you can expect that from most Plinko games. Now let's move on how to get the best bonuses. If you want to get the best Plinko bonuses, what I recommend for you to do is Google Plinko Gambling DG Bets, and you're gonna land on this page where you will get a list of the bonuses that I recommend for this particular month, so you can be sure that they're updated, you can be sure that the bonus codes listed are working. So I highly recommend Google Plinko Gambling DG Bets, and you're gonna land here. All the bonuses you need for Plinko are right over here. Now, what are the odds of winning? Let's look at Stake. We are on low risk and 8 rows. All you need to do is hover over the multiplier at the bottom, and you'll see your chance of hitting that's multiplier, the bucket, right over here. So we can see that the chance of hitting 0.5 multiplier is 27%, 1x is 21%, and then all the way down to 0.39% for the 5.6x multiplier. If we change the risk to high and if we add more rows, we can see that the multipliers changed over here. So here is, now we have a higher probability of hitting a very low multiplier, 0.2x, so we have a 17.4% chance of hitting that, or 12.2% chance of hitting the bucket next to it. But now we have a 1000 multiplier available. All of the chances of hitting it are only 0.015%, so this is extremely low. If you want to find out more about probabilities of Plinko gambling, I recommend this research paper to you. It's called So You Want to Win Plinko. It's authored by Benjamin Marasco and Naot Atsefa from Howard Community College. It does a really good job of explaining the odds of Plinko, how Plinko works, what are the chances of hitting each number. It goes into the Pascal's triangle if you want to see how many different paths the ball can take. It's very interesting. It's not too long. It's quite easy to understand if you have a basic grasp of statistics, so I highly recommend it. Now, strategies to use at Plinko. So I was telling you we're gonna go back to strategies when we were looking at the BC game Plinko. Here, you can choose different strategies from the game itself. And these are the strategies that I would normally recommend for a lot of different games like Roulette or Crash. It's Martingale, D'Alembert, and Paroli. Martingale is probably one of the most popular strategies in the world, and overall those strategies, they work really well to manage your budget, but in the long term they will probably not bring a profit. But let me show you how it works. So I'm going to lower the bet because we're going to try the Martingale strategy for 10 bets. So all you need to do is set the bet amount, set the amount of bets, choose the settings of the Plinko board. So let's go high with a lot of rows. Why not? Maybe we're gonna hit that 1000 multiplier. Choose the strategy and start auto betting. If you want to read more about the strategies, you can go to that Plinko gambling page that I showed you earlier. Scroll down a little bit and there is a Plinko strategy section where you can read about the strategies at BC Game and about some other strategies that might extend your gameplay. Now let's check if the bets that we've made were fair. So we've made a few bets over here. All we need to do is go to my bets, click on the bet ID, click on the game details and unfold that. And here we have a verify button. We can verify the bet right on the page, or we can go to an external verifier. In that case, I trust BC Game, so let's verify it right on the page. And we need to generate a new seed. Before we can do that, we click use new seed, we go to that bet one more time, we click verify. It takes us to an external verifier, and that is hosted by BC Game on GitHub, but there are also some verifiers not hosted by BC Game. And we can see the output over here. And the output of the verifier is not that easy to understand. It tells you the path that the ball took. So from the very top of the pyramid, it gives us every direction at every peg that the game took. So left, right, right, right. So basically what you would need to do is go back to the Plinko board and trace how the ball went down the pyramid. So first it went left, then it went right, then it went right, then it went right. And that way you would land on the particular number that was the outcome of the game. If you want to get the best Plinko bonuses, find the best Plinko gambling sites and get the overview of Plinko strategies, Google Plinko gambling digibets and you're gonna land on the Plinko gambling sites at digibets where all of that is available to you for free.